Hello, everybody, or nobody, rather. See if we get a few people up in here. Yo, what's up, Pioneer in Florida, Noli D? I don't know what's going on, just kind of bored, so I figured we'd see what's going on with people's out there. Just thinking maybe we could review some old videos of my own, seeing as I'm not doing the best at keeping an upload schedule. No, I don't think so. Thanks to the 5 that are all joining me. Appreciate it. I don't know what's up with that. I'm sure we'll be back Saturday or at some point. 3 streams a week gets to be busy. So what's going on with y'all? Noli, I just saw you not too long ago. Pioneer, we're always in communication, so I guess I kind of answered my own question there. Trying to see if I could find a video we can look at or something. Sounds good, Noli. All right. I got 7 watching. I've not said too much. What's going on in life? Yeah, lots of food donations going on for law enforcement agencies. I've been noticing. It's been going on for a while. I guess she's talking about the code of ethics is not real. Maybe they certainly don't seem to follow it. So, well, yeah, I have a case pending currently, and looks like we're going to be doing what they call a trial before the court with an order of non-imprisonment. So I basically waived my right to a jury trial, and the trial will just be in front of the judge. On the other side of that, the most that they'll be able to sentence me to would be court fines and fees. And we can still ask to withhold adjudication, but I think that the state will probably object to that. But yeah, so that should be coming up pretty soon. Other than that, my only issue is I have a pile of footage in the backlog that I still have to edit and post, and I guess it's safe to say gotten to a point where I'm a little like overwhelmed. just because there's such a process that I have to go through in order to, I edit on this thing. So I got to go through and move all the footage from one place to the next, then edit it, then upload it, then get rid of it and move on to the next thing. I needed to start writing a lot of this stuff down. I think that would probably help me achieve some of these goals, to actually have it in writing. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with the what's going on Six Banger News. It's pretty much where I'm at with uploading videos at this point. I still enjoy making them or filming them and editing them and uploading them. It's just become like so much right now that I've slowed way down. Yeah, I feel you on that, Nolise. I've been in and out of ruts ever since all this funny business has been going on. So let's see here. Yeah, for sure. Oh wait, yeah, I'm assuming you mean when I said nonsense or whatever I said. I don't even remember. Yeah, it's like I've been saying since the beginning. I don't think that, for anybody to think that they're just going to avoid it and all is pretty naive. I think we're all going to end up with it at some point. All right, I'm going to do a little share screen here. We'll do some video work, old video review, I guess. So I think this is like my third video. If I can get the damn thing to cooperate here. There we go.
I haven't had too many interactions with officers around here. So my curiosity is really what's getting most of me. Another one.
So this was about a year ago. The day before this, I had just went up to the police department for the first time and made my first public records request. Well, not my first request. I had made the request over email. I'm in Florida, Six Banger. When I went in there that time, though, the record supervisor was covering her face with a piece of paper, so I decided to go back up there and just film at the police department.
Getting a lot of waves so far. Maybe it's just Miss Harris. Who's so shy.
It's Officer Cook, who's no longer employed there.
Pretty good. How are you? It's nice he's helping them back to their car. Hopefully not because of me.
Yeah, at this point, I had no idea what was going on. I literally thought that he was escorting them to their car because I was standing there with a camera. But he was probably just taking a report for either an accident reported or a crime reported or something.
When you think of accounting and finance, what comes to mind?
Get that money, boy. Hold on, I'm trying to read your comment, Piner. I'm on and bang not. What's going on? Give food to tyrants, not #1 American veterans. How ungodly. Our prayers are with you. Keep fighting the good fight. Got to sign off in 10. Oh, that's not even Piner. Sorry, I just saw the purple. Yeah, I just came on out of boredom. Victory Christian Veterans. And that's how you do that, folks. Heavy-handed, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, I think in the city that I live in, they start them out at just under $20 an hour, police officers. Save the humans. What's going on? Just kind of BSing right now before I make a move. Yeah, good trouble, Piner. So I don't see anybody in the chat that is a panel guest usually. So, I mean, I guess I could put the link down there, but I don't think anybody come on anyway. Except for somebody who popped in that I probably didn't want in here. But yeah, for the few of you that are in here, if y'all wouldn't mind smashing the like, I'm going to try to get this video back up here since I kicked myself off my own stream. Got that going on.
Don't worry. This is not my...
I guess that's a good thing about this is to worry about copyright infringement.
I did not bring any equipment this time, so sorry because it's going to be really shaky.
I love that wind noise.
I imagine he's taking a report or something over here.
Save the humans. As far as tonight goes, I don't think there's going to be a show tonight. So we'll probably catch back up with you on Saturday. Like I said, I just got on here because I was bored. And I haven't really, I mean, besides a bang stream, I haven't really talked to viewers of my channel in a while. You know, other than a premiere or whatever. So I figured I'd leave the floor open if anybody has questions about myself or, you know, what's going on with me. And as I see you guys in the chat, I'll see if I have questions for y'all.
A question. Far so good. Hey, I got a question for you. At the bus stop, they have signs. Bus stop's a public place, right? Yeah. How would you be trespassing at the bus stop? Just curious. There's no trespassing signs at the bus stop. It's a public place.
Anybody, if they want to, they can trespass you. If they work there, if
Like,
they want you there, they can trespass you.
don't you have to be breaking the law?
No.
Or just-
If somebody,
Somebody walks
if
up
a
to you.
manager is working there, they want you trespassed, you can be trespassed.
They don't like you. They want you trespassed.
Yep, just like any business, public place.
Gotcha. What's your name and personal ID number?
Officer Cook, Whiskey 64 is my ID number.
Thank you very much. How you doing, sir?
How's it going?
Pretty good. What's your name and their ID number?
Officer Barrios, Whiskey 60.
I still keep going back to the irony of this whole thing. Like I said, this is the third video, and I'm asking these guys about trespassing signs at the bus station. I don't know. You know, they're not legislators, so judge's order that's all it is. But yes, this is Cook and Barrios. Six Banger News says he's starting a channel within a week. We'll be looking out for that. But yeah, well, I'll show you the rest of this, and then we'll get into the irony of it.
All right. Thank you, guys. I was just asking questions about trespassing signs at the bus stop. This doesn't make sense to me.
So Cook is no longer employed with Winter Haven PD. Neither is Barrios. But Barrios did take a job at the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. So he'll still be out there.
That there would be trespassing signs.
Did you get trespassed?
No, I didn't get, but I just reading them. So.
There is a Florida State statute book that you can also look up information on.
Oh, I got them all. I got it all.
Yeah.
The website bookmark.
Valuable information in there if you want to take that.
Yeah, I got this website bookmark and the Florida State statutes website. So I've been reading over city ordinances and Florida statutes.
Good deal.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys for your time. You too. Well, I guess I'll research and see what the specs on that is, I guess.
Yeah, I think it was around shift change there. But let's go out to where they come back out.
And in there. So I wanted to say thanks for not covering your face like Miss Harris did when I went in there yesterday.
Who's Miss Harris?
The record supervisor. And there she's walking up to the window with a piece of paper in front of her face. And, stuff. Weird. Real weird. So
Maybe
thank you guys.
Maybe she doesn't want to be reported.
Yeah, she works for the public. Hope she doesn't put her own wants and desires before the public all the time. Fair enough, right? You guys been super cordial, man. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. You do the same.
All right, so that's that. John Denicola, we kind of just spoke about that. It's just an administrative order that they do. It doesn't make sense to us. And then a lot of courthouses like to, expand the courtroom judicial rule to the whole building and make it to where you can't, film in the courthouse whatsoever. I think it's 2.450 and 2.451 of the rules of judicial administration. Miami Beach audits, what's going on? I don't know what's going on with notifications. This is just my channel, so let's see here. Let's go down to All right, share screen.
Got security over there watching the team.
So yeah, this was the first time I went out with a Rogue Nation. No, I haven't even heard of a DJI Osmo camera. As far as I know, new DJI made drones, and never really got much past that. I did, however, get an actual camera. Like I said, sitting on tons of old footage, so it's going to kind of be a mix of stuff that I've been filming more recently and some old stuff. So, to be honest, the phone that I had actually got pretty good footage, and had a pretty good stabilizer in it. But, you know, once you're using the camera on your phone and editing on your phone and all that stuff on your phone, the battery just dies, and, you know, I can't even use it as a phone. Miami Beach Charlotte says he's notified 20 minutes after it starts. I don't know really what's going on with the Bang shows this week as of right now. I guess everybody's just busy. So we'll look towards Saturday, and if Saturday comes and goes and then happens, and you know, we'll talk about that. Got a GoPro Max today. That's cool. Yeah, GoPro has been a pretty good tool for me as well. I got it mainly to use it as a body camera, so I didn't have to. Which, you know, speaking of, this video was pretty much how I was filming that day. What's going on, Rogue? Just pointing out the irony here about Barrios and his partner telling me about trespassing signs at the bus stop, and then our first trip out there and what happened. So we weren't even there for like a minute before this guy came up trying to tell us what we can and can't do. And this is another time that I went in there.
Days or so prior to this clip, I had a similar run-in with William where he was trying to tell me I have to have written permission to take pictures at the bus station. I told him I'd check into it, and this is me trying to find it in the rules.
Yeah, there is no rule for filming at that bus stop or any bus stops there, which is pretty funny.
It's called the First Amendment of the United States, brother.
And they don't have my permission to be filming me.
Yeah, they got
Cameras up
all
here.
these cameras around here, and he's worried about 2 extras. Yeah, this was the conversation that I had with him after.
I didn't find any validity to that.
I don't know if I had already went through this with this guy once there about, you know, you can't film in at the public bus stop. And I just pretty much told him I would check into what he was saying, and so I went back and had a conversation with him, all the while recording him. And didn't get trespassed that time either.
Looked into it myself. I came back and tried to have a conversation with him. What was your name, by the way?
William.
William. You volunteer out here?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't find any validity to that about asking permission to take pictures out here. Just saying.
Well, I know you called because I know you called me back and told me. And he agreed with me. And then I contacted my supervisor, and he said the same thing. So you have to have written permission to take pictures of it.
Yeah. The only written permission that I know that I have is the Constitution, the First Amendment. You know, not very much a free country if we got to ask permission to do everything. You know, got to ask permission.
Well, this facility is operated by board of directors and supervisors who tell me. So the fact of it is, you can't unless you have written permission.
Do they have attorneys and stuff like that?
Sure
I mean, because
do.
policies aren't law.
When we see Pleiadian ships, we see a sphere of light, because it's the.
So let's get down to the unlawful detainment part. There's a public sidewalk that goes right in front of this thing, which is pretty much where we were when the cops pulled up.
That was Jeff Gray.
That's who I figured who you were talking to.
You guys got your IDs on? Okay, well, the security is going to be trespassing y'all because of filming. Okay, illegal. For the security to trespass you, no. But you can't film if you're on the sidewalk. That's completely legal. They don't want you filming on the property as
Which is where we were.
security officer. You technically trespass you off the property. Okay?
Even though this is publicly funded partially.
Not if the security believes that you're causing a disturbance. It's like being trespassed from the hospital.
If he believes that we're causing a disturbance, there's no telling what this guy believes. He could still believe in Santa Claus for all we know.
Not because they cause disturbance. But they believe you're causing a disturbance based on the filming you're on.
What's up, Dylan Shea?
If the security officer calls us,
I understand if you called you, but what I'm asking you to clarify is that the only reason I would be trespassed is so that this gentleman over here is that I have a chance. Correct? Is that what we're saying?
what the security is wanting is what I'm doing. Okay? If you want,
Yeah, that's the whole irony to this. Piner basically had the conversation with him about the signs before I ever ended up in this situation, and they just stick to their trespass anybody for anything story.
if you're in trespass, I would trespass in the same way. They're specifically wanting you trespass as their security officer. I have to trespass. Okay? Because they're requesting. For whatever reason it is, obviously they're really.
And Barrios is making a step to be a constitutional law officer for the Hillsborough County Sheriff. Hopefully he gets this piece through his head before he starts out there.
The reason is y'all filming. Okay?
So the reason that I am being trespassed is that, right?
That is not necessarily why you're being trespassed. He is telling us you're causing a disturbance based on you filming. Okay? I'll ask them more.
I just want to make sure that the disturbance is causing a disturbance.
Okay. The disturbance is because you don't have a written permission, according to what he's saying. You have to have written permission.
And that, I guess, this constitutes a disturbance. If you're supposed to have written permission and you don't, you've created a disturbance. Good Lord.
In the office in order to film.
I think we're disturbing his feelings is what it
Okay,
is.
so if I was to set my mom up, I would tell you fine.
And now that he wants to trespass, I have to trespass him.
He's the authorized representative of the company.
Yes.
And we've been off the property the whole time that he's been here. Officer Barrios has been there the whole time we've been on the sidewalk.
The security officer was posted here in order to do this kind of thing. No, he's a branch of the owner. He's the extended hand of the owner, like any other security guard. Yeah, I can get contact information for all y'all. Just give me a few minutes. But I will need your IDs.
I don't have ID.
Well, I'll need some kind of name and date of birth. That's all I need in order to trespass.
Well, actually, I've been trespassed like 50 times in the state of Florida.
Okay.
There's no statute that requires a name for the trespassing warning. So if you'd like to speak with a supervisor, I suggest it.
Okay.
But there's no requirement for a trespassing warning.
So basically what happened is he said he would talk to a supervisor and he called him, which we don't even really know if he called him. And McNally, ID number 420, told him to go ahead and press the issue and threaten us with arrest if we don't want to ID. And that's where we went from there. And because of that, you know, we're still trying to deal with this bus company as far as whether they want to lift the trespass or whatever. So yeah, that's that. Let's see. I'm gonna throw the link at a couple guys here if anybody wants to join. Yeah, I just shot that link out through Messenger for those who have it. The one that counts anyway. If anybody wants to join, feel free. Well, this is fun. Yeah. It's going up where Word'em Up TV. Cool, appreciate that. I mean, it's just me in here right now, and I have no guarantee if anybody else will want to join. Oh, we got one here.
What's going on, people? How you doing?
I'm
How you
cooling,
doing?
man.
Government accountability.
Yeah, get every single syllable in there, my dude. Every single syllable.
Government accountability. There's a lot of them in my name too. So
I feel you. Yeah, because
what's
you have
going on?
accountability in your name as well. That's a
right.
long one.
That's a really long one. A lot of police officers and government workers can't really pronounce it correctly. It takes a few times. I'm trying to get to the video on my other screen so I can see comments.
Yeah. I was bored, so I was like, we'll go talk about what's going on with me and see what's going on with other people too. So it hasn't really been, the most action-packed stream or anything,
Right.
but it has given me something to do for a minute here. So thanks for joining, man. So now it's not just me sitting here with crickets and stuff.
Yeah, man, definitely. What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? I just see people. I just looked at the comments. Hi, Piner.
You got Thomas Malone just joined too.
Piner, Save the Humans. What's up? Six Banger News. What's up? That's cool. How you guys doing? Hey, Miami Beach audits.
The captain's joined us too.
The captain is in the house.
What's up, guys? What's up?
Hey, what's going on, Captain? Shoot, that's my boy right there.
Yeah, man. Lots of daily uploads from the captain right now. I can't keep up.
I can't even keep up. I can't keep up with anybody on my friends. I filmed with 17 different channels, and you would think that I would watch every one of all 17 of them videos. I just can't keep up with all the video content.
That's just impossible. There's just too much stuff out there.
I've almost considered quitting editing stuff and just raw footage.
Throwing it out raw like friggin' Captain does.
Yeah. I don't put a lot of time into editing. It's pretty straightforward. You get what you get.
Yeah.
I've been seriously considering it, at least for the backlog of footage that I have, because I don't think that there's any way that I'll be able to get through it if I try to go, one place, one video.
It's kind of like my niche. I have to do it, or like I'm not going to be satisfied with the content I put on my journal. Call it my video journal.
Yeah, that's what makes it great. Everybody's got their own little different style of doing it, Each one has their own little tweaks. They got their own little intros, their own little cuts and edits, and
their own little thumbnails, everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it gives it a little flavor.
Yeah, I find that sometimes I get too stuck. Oh shoot, there was a story that I was trying to do for the longest that I had started the video a few times. I did it once in Power Director, and I completely wiped it out when I got on KineMaster and started it over there. And then I got about halfway through, and I was like, "This is just getting to be too much, man." And threw it away again. So yeah, sometimes I overthink it, and it's like a piece of art. You want it to be how you want it to be, but sometimes it gets to be a lot of work.
Right. I just want to say real quick, thanks, Save the Humans, about the McDonald's video. I was on a Board of Education video conference meeting, right, where it's like the town council pretty much, or Board of Education town hall. And it's pretty much like you're going there to the town hall to talk and have your time, your 6 minutes or whatever, to talk about stuff. So I shared on my community post from a few days ago. It was just like, I guess last week. There's a guy out here in New Jersey. His name's Steve Ronco. He's really smart. He knows what the hell he's doing. If you YouTube his name, you'll see shit about this guy. He is called In This Day and Age or something, I think is his channel name, with like a gray flag all tattered. Anyway, so this dude came on in defense of someone else in a Board of Education meeting in Edison, New Jersey. And you know how they make you say, what's your name and address? And then you say, hey, I'm so-and-so and I live here.
Yeah.
So he says, hey, I'm Sandy Duncan and I live at 9 Finch Court, right? So then everybody gets confused. I don't know if anybody saw that in my community page, and he gets confused. He's like, "How do you spell that? That's my address. That's my address." He's really upset, Jimmy Shee. He's like, "That's my address." He tried to do like a Jesse Smollett situation against him and an Indian who worked on the Board of Education, and he was sending out flyers. He's alleged to have sent out flyers that have his face and his name and the Indian person and their name and their face, and saying we can't have our community taken over by these people that aren't from our country or something, right? But like, there's a big investigation about it, and then so anyway, most of that was about that, but they were really pissed off because they were like, well, how about you say what your actual location is? You can't use a false address. He was like, I live at 9 Finch Court. What you gonna do about it? Right? Because under the sunshine laws in New Jersey for public meetings, you don't have to give an address. So anyway, today I went on and helped out, and I came on and said, hey, my name's Wolfy Richmond from 29 Plavsky Drive. And he was like, cut him off. That's my address. That was the Board of Education president. So I'm going to take that. They have it on YouTube.
That's a beautiful avatar, by the way, Crispy.
What's up, y'all?
Hey, Crispy. You look handsome.
Good grief.
I can't wait to cut this freaking video up so you guys can see it. It's on Edison BOE, no spaces. Edison, capital BOE, no spaces. And you'll see this video. They made 2 videos of it. And it's a shit show because it was me, Ronco, and Christo all called in and got our time to speak. When I said that I lived, I was like, hey, can you guys hear me? They were like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay. This is Wolfy from 29 Plasky Drive. And then they were like, they just cut me off. So the second time I asked them, I told them, because they kept on talking about $224,000 for Chromebooks for the COVID grant, right? That they were getting for the Board of Education. I'm like, $224 just for Chromebooks, right? So I was like, my question is going to be that I'm hearing that a lot of this COVID grant money is going to child sex trafficking rings, and the Board of Education I'm being sent messages that the Board of Education is doing that. Now I don't know how true this is, but I'm getting reading material that I'm finding useful. I'm just asking you guys, is there some kind of underground hustle or something going on?
Right.
And then also I endorsed Christo. I was like, I don't know who that other gentleman was before, but I believe his name was Christo, but he made some great points, and you guys might want to have a private meeting, discuss that stuff, and try to correct some of the issues that you guys have there. And then I told him I was done. Then at the end of this meeting, some dude comes on with a fake ass accent, changing his voice, talking. Straight doxing, well, not doxing because it's public record, just spilling the beans on like arrest reports from Christo, right? And he's telling me that's the mayor from the other town over. It's just the craziest situation up in Jersey right now.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they had a candidate for city commissioner out here that got arrested because the sheriff woke up and read a story in the paper, I guess, about him, and then he hadn't, finished his clemency and all that stuff. For he was a convicted felon, and then signed the paperwork and stuff under oath before he had gotten through that whole paperwork process or getting off of papers. So now he's got another 3rd-degree felony on him. And the sheriff's now, I guess, starting a series on Facebook where he's talking about all the heroic things that he did, about how he delivered a child when he was 16 was the first story today.
Wow. Oh, Grandpa GJ stories take you back in time?
Oh,
Did you hear me? Did you hear me?
Did you hear me? I was 16 and I've delivered many orders, but I still wonder where that beautiful Caucasian baby is.
Grady Crud. That's
Yo,
what
so
Pioneer
yeah.
Florida is calling him. But
So
hey, I wanted to say something real quick. You know that that little mission we were talking about earlier today? You guys ever see a movie where like the buddies are just watch their friend drive off the cliff and they go over to the cliff's edge and they look down and they're all sad. And all of a sudden their buddy walks up next to them and is like, "What are you guys looking at?" It's like, "Wait, we just thought you went over the cliff." You know, that kind of happened. You know what I'm talking about?
Negative.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways, we were all worried that Raggle Monkey got arrested. So San Joaquin pulls out a call to action from California, like, "Hey, nobody's heard from this guy in a month." I'm like, "All right, let's do this," you know? And people like that comment. I said, "Hey, look, I think we got a team of people ready to go find out what happened to our friend." And then he shows up in the comments like, "Yeah, man, I'll be there. Let me know." So he's fine, but I still think we got to make that trip though, because there's way too much ground uncovered there.
That's good to hear. Yeah, I just got my schedule for that too, so it would definitely be one of those. I'll have to
Yeah, let's talk
get the
about that
time off.
later.
Yeah. So
Yeah, so Raggle Monkey's okay, so to speak. I mean, as okay as you can be when somebody slaps an injunction on you, you know, just to take your guns away. That was a county employee who put a domestic violence injunction against him, and it's totally invalid. But they told him he had 24 hours to return his guns to the police station.
didn't there usually have to be some kind of situation that happens?
Right,
In
and they
a
have
violent
to prove
situation.
that. Right, they have to prove that the person is in fear for their life, but they don't care about that actual stuff down there. They let their state attorney cover up their tracks.
They don't care about that kind of stuff anywhere. I don't think. It's just they do what they want, and then if you're smart enough and are able or wealthy enough to be able to get a lawyer to look into it and take care of it, then good. If not, then you just gotta comply with whatever they put on you.
Yeah, that's why
Kinda
this election cycle is important. Look at James McClinnis. He's the guy running for sheriff in my county here in Pinellas. If you can't vote for him, at least try to help his campaign. But San Joaquin put out a video about that today with John Felix doing what I was doing yesterday.
Yeah, I just watched John Felix's actual video of it too, with the barefoot, no brushed hair guy, and
yeah, the Muppet. I call him the Muppet. I haven't seen that yet, but I did see the very beginning of it where he starts off in that garage, and that's a pretty cool garage. He's got that old 1930s car in there, and
yeah. The kid said that he was barefoot because he's a cracker, whatever the hell that means.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Well.
So, but yeah, I thought that was a great idea, man. Pressure washing with the stencil.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
It's a brilliant idea. I remember when I saw the first post, I was like, my guess is this, but I thought it was on his page, but it was what Eyes on the State was sharing for his page. So I never really got the answer. I just got a thumbs up.
All you have to do is clean the rest of the sidewalk to make it go away, like you should do, like a good boy.
But you know what they did? They actually just cleaned the area. Yeah. They just cleaned the area that was,
the one tile.
Yeah, and they left everything else. Or they actually went over and they spray painted over his name with black paint. And it's
Who
just
did?
like, I don't know, man. Goons. The Goon Squad.
Wow.
Yeah, him and John Felix actually went to the courthouse and showed the pretty much like the First Amendment zone that they had out there, and he was talking about how he had put he had pressure washed his sign over in that area, and they still removed it. So the whole judicial complex is a no constitutional area except for the one little spot, but even they're violating his First Amendment right in the First Amendment zone. It's crazy.
It just goes to show how scared they are of him. I mean, if he didn't really pose a threat of actually making good, positive change, they wouldn't care. They wouldn't think, oh, he's not going to get the votes. He only got 22% of the vote last time. But all he had was Facebook back then.
Yeah, I mean, like I was saying when I came in, this guy, man, he's in Carteret, New Jersey, like Carter ET, like Coach Carter, and add an ET to it, right? Carteret, New Jersey. This mayor is he's been accused by 5 different people of being a sexual predator and touching little boys and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like, how many people have 5 people that say they did that? You know what I mean? And he's not like, it's not like they're trying to get like cake
I mean,
off of this dude.
not even Michael Jackson had that many. I think he had like 3, not even 5.
Right, exactly. And Michael Jackson, I don't believe he actually did it. I actually believe Michael Jackson hated the people that are really involved in the whole
That makes
child
one of
sex
us.
thing. But anyway,
Daniel J. Ryman.
Mayor Ryman of Carteret, right? There's articles about all this, right? And he shuts down people in public meetings. He won't when their hands raised, he won't call them. I've seen all the videos. His name's Jersey Watcher. Go watch Jersey Watcher, and you'll see this guy knows what he's talking about. He actually cares. He knows who all the councilmen are and all the people involved in the Board of Education and all this shit. Like, this dude actually has very good questions and exposes a lot of people around his area. So
He's
this
Russian,
guy,
right? He's from
this
Russia.
guy calls in, or has people call in with funny voices and shit. Like, his name's Christo the Greek, right? Christo, New Jersey Watcher, or Jersey Watcher. This guy actually has people call, like today on that same Board of Education meeting. The last call before they adjourned was some guy. He said his name was Christo Meth, and he's sitting there outing this dude's public information on the public record, on the public speaking time of the Board of Education meeting, because you can, like, according to the Sunshine Laws, you can say whatever. You can talk about whatever the hell you want. I could talk about oral sex, space station, astronauts, Mars, aliens, whatever I want to talk about on my 6 minutes, my 5 minutes, or 3 minutes, or whatever they allow you. So he was going and taking advantage of that to get back at this dude. It's an ill situation. That's why I'm going up to record that shit soon.
Yeah, I think if they're having like a specific meeting about something, they'll call for comments in relation to that, and then they'll call for unrelated comments, and those are the ones where you can say whatever you want about whatever you want, pretty much.
Right. They do resolutions, and then they do public comments.
Right.
At the end. Yeah.
Yeah, they have a lot of those when they were mandating the masks here in town. I think it was like over 150. Where it's more than I've ever seen in any meeting that I've witnessed.
So they had it in person.
This is interesting. The guy who accused him back in 2018, his name is Radwan. He's Mohammed Radwan.
Okay.
He's a Marine, and he lives in Howell, and he said that from the 10th or 11th grade, I was groomed, sexually harassed, propositioned over and over again by Ryman, on or off, for almost 20 years. So this guy's been sexually harassing him for 20 years. It's nuts.
That does sound nuts. Like, it's just, but crazier shit has happened too, you know? But if you just can't let go of somebody, and you think that's your person, like your property, your person, that you own it, then people would do that type of thing.
Yeah, Miami Beach audits, I would say too that silencing protesters with federal officers is a violation there too, and pretty unconstitutional. I start to suspect now that when they had the NFAC go out, down in Kentucky, and then they had, we'll just call them the white militias, I guess, that were showing up too, that they were claiming to be there to keep everybody safe. But I think it has more to do with silencing oppositional speech that they don't want out there.
Stupid ass phone. I hate this
What
damn
does
app.
the La Flama Blanca have to say about this?
He might be asleep. Might have passed out.
La Flama Blanca. No,
Roll Nation. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get an answer on that. Oh, there he is.
What's that? I missed it.
no, we were talking about creepsters, and I thought La Flama Blanca would like to chime in.
Ah,
Oh, the white flame?
the white flame.
No.
Yeah, I was trying to pick that up, but I had too much on my plate, so I couldn't really dedicate the time needed to really make a go of that. So
You know,
I'm trying to go ahead.
I was going to say another reason that I didn't do it, besides that one, is that it's just going after a private citizen as opposed to a government official. And yeah, it's disgusting, but you could get hemmed up so easily for harassment on those things, and you got to know exactly how to do it.
Yep.
Yeah, harassment's a tricky thing, man. You have to, you know what's really funny? The
It varies
Pembroke
state by
Pines
state.
Post Office. Pembroke Pines Post Office, you know, there might have been a little harassment in there. I think, you know, at certain times we might have fucked up a little bit. We got away with it. Fine. Ticket me now. Send me the damn summons, right? But all that well ends well, and it all ended well. Nobody got hurt. There was no bullshit about it, you know. So, but they can definitely hem you up.
I think I was reading something recently too about something about them acting on past misdemeanors in like I think with felonies, if it's done in the past, they can still act on it. But some misdemeanors, like with misdemeanors, I think that they have to it has to be done in their presence and
in the presence. So you can't go back and actually say this is a crime. You did this.
Yeah, you committed this misdemeanor. You know, I don't know. I guess when you look at it in terms of like red light tickets and stuff,
the
like
red light,
that.
the cameras. Is that what you're talking about?
But that's a civil infraction too. So
well, they did away with the red light cameras in New Jersey. They used to have them. They snap pictures of people turning rights on red.
Not here. Shit, we got toll by plate and all kind of stuff, man. There.
Yeah, they did away with that shit because they considered it not legal and not constitutional. That didn't take place in the presence of an officer. That you could go back and just extort people. Like New Jersey did that right. They figured it out. They still have the cameras. They don't snap pictures of plates anymore. They just keep track of your vehicle in case like they're looking for a murder suspect or some shit like that.
The Carteret mayor job pays a salary of $116,355. $116,355. One of the highest paid in the state.
What is it? The mayor of Carteret?
Yeah, but check this out. That guy said about that other guy, Rodwan. He said Rodwan and I were friends growing up, and he asked me to serve as his son's godfather, which I declined, said Ryman. When he came back from the Marine Corps and serving in Iraq, I very unfortunately had to take him off the list to be a Carteret police officer or firefighter because of his background. Ryman said Rodwan has been arrested before and convicted of federal crimes. Ryman also said his own lawyer has a copy of an affidavit from Rodwan's own wife saying he's making all this up.
Yep. I should share this link with I should share this link with Chris, though. He could tell you the whole story about him. This guy has been exposing all of the bad, corrupt people around him for a while, and we just never knew about it until now.
Law enforcement today, man, they write some interesting biased as hell articles.
That was Law Enforcement Today's article?
No, I'm just looking at one for it's talking
about.
Oh
yeah, they're funny.
Yeah, they really are funny to watch. I mean, they're a little late on this. I
They
saw
actually
this.
got me a lot of views.
I saw this one today that they wrote talking about how after calling for the police force to be disbanded and all that stuff in Minneapolis, and with crime going up, that they're like rethinking their position. But then it never mentioned anything about the headline in the thing. It just said that there would be people opposed to the idea.
Well,
Which
can you share
we
the
already
link?
knew anyway.
Can you share the link, Corey?
For what?
I mean, government accountability. Can you share the link in for the StreamYard so I can just copy and paste it and send it over to Christo? Maybe he could kind of chime in a little bit more too. But
I mean, yeah, I can. I don't know for how much longer I'm going to be on here, but I'll start. Hold on a second.
Sweet.
Boom.
Boom. Shut the block.
Yeah, I was just talking about that libelous article that they wrote up on me. That's like the first thing that comes up when you search my name. And you know what? Let it be, because that's what people end up like going to my channel and watching from. They write nasty, horrific comments, but it's worth the views.
Guys, I got to bounce, man. Thanks for having me on tonight. Government accountability, buddy. Rights Crispy, Wolfy
Thanks for
being here.
Thanks for popping in and saving me from myself.
See you soon, Captain.
Take it easy, guys. I'll be in touch.
All right.
Later, bro.
So yeah. STH wants to know who designed your logo, Wolfie.
I did.
He did that, yeah. And he bought the sneakers to match.
Yeah, I bought the sneakers to match, like the Kentucky
Under
Fried
Armour?
Chicken sandals, flip flops.
Nighty night, Captain.
Oh, Captain bounced. Hold on, I just sent this.
Oh, so I was telling you guys about I had some people that live in my neighborhood or whatever that got picked up for skip scanning at Walmart.
Oh, I saw that. The couple, you were like, they live in my complex, huh?
Yeah, so not only did they go and have all this merchandise and skip scan, and then they are caught for it and then asked to go back and pay for the stuff, and they go back and still pay less for the stuff anyway and try to attempt to leave. So they went back twice in the store after already being caught the first time.
Wow.
Oh man. So
what they do?
They went to Walmart, and then they got a whole bunch of stuff, but they were like skip scanning. Either like scanning different barcodes with cheaper stuff or just not scanning stuff at all. Well, they went to the front door and they were actually caught already at that point, and they asked them to go back and scan the rest of the stuff properly. Skip scan is what I just said, Save the Humans. I don't know if you caught it. It's you're either scanning something with a cheaper barcode or you're skipping stuff and not scanning it at all. So yeah, they go up to the front and they've pretty much been busted already, and they ask them to go back and do it again. And I think one of them is actually either an ex-employee or or still a current employee. Well, I don't think she's an employee anymore if she got caught doing that. Jersey Watcher, is that your dude?
Yeah, yep, that's him.
What's going on, Jersey Watcher?
Hey,
What's up,
Looking at your stream, the guy on the top left, he looks familiar because I think I've seen him on YouTube before.
Who, this guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's government accountability, GA the Gladly auditor. I filmed with him before.
Ah.
Hey, what's good, man?
Hey, how you doing, brother?
Pretty good. Thanks for joining. We were talking about some news article or something, and then Wolfie thought that you might be able to weigh in on it, so he.
Rights Crispy was diving in there. Rights Crispy
Yeah,
had
welcome
all the
aboard, bro.
articles.
I saw your video. That was pretty amazing. Like you had a whole crowd of people going against you, and
I got even
yeah.
worse. I just got to put it back on public again. The Highland Park one, yeah, they spit on me, they punched me.
Oh my gosh, tell us about it, man.
Well, this one was an unintentional one actually, because it actually started at. Nobody ever protests in here, so but what happened was I'm the border of Highland Park, so it started at Route 27, going 2 miles down to their school, and I'm coming back from Quick Check wearing my Trump hat and getting a pack of cigarettes, and they're just, I guess they're triggered about the hat, and well, I'm triggered because I know none of them ever got abused by the police like I have, so why are you bothering me about it? You know what I'm saying? It's not a political issue, but even still, don't bother me while I'm, walking through. So I just stayed and recorded them, which ended up to me cursing off the Highland Park cops for 3 hours because they refused to get the name and badge number. I'm sorry, the name of the guy that spit on me. It was right in front of them. And if I ever did something like that, they'd arrest me on the spot. So IOPA requested if the mayor gave them stand down orders, plus I got an IA report on the whole department now, because it was the whole department. Highland Park is very small. It's 2 square miles. So they're screwed too. And yeah, let me get this. I'm pissed, man. Ryman he attacked me just now at a Board of Education meeting, and the guy never quits, but he does even worse to his victims.
What kind of classical
good night,
music is
Miner.
that on your ringtone?
Yeah, it's the most annoying shit, man. I need to get some man.
Yeah, but Ryman, yeah, we were reading about Ryman. What was the article? Somebody said they were controlled for 20 years.
Yeah, the guy he grew up with, the guy who was in the Marine Corps.
Oh, I think Rice Crispy is talking about the dude Muhammad.
Yeah, Muhammad Rawad or something like that.
Yes. Yeah, I never saw that article actually, so I'm surprised. See, I thought I knew this from. It's only 1 or 2 times where Mo's mentioned, right? But it never really dealt deep that he was in the Marine Corps or the future. I like to see that one.
There you go. I just put the link in the chat.
But also, the guy, he does have he did take a polygraph test, and it did come out truthful. Like his response is, he's very, but he's not the only one. I got a police report right here.
So talk about Jersey Watcher knows, he exposes people for real.
No, what we read was that even the guy's wife said that he was lying about it.
Oh well, yeah, but then they got to talk. Then they have to explain why he tried to grab the barber by the balls 3 times, and they refused to serve him. And then there's another incident where Pedro, the firefighter, Pedro Marquiles, he well, this is the story. He was roofied, and he woke up with Ryman's junk in his mouth. And
what?
Well, here's the thing. I wasn't there. I didn't see it. I can only tell you what was told to me. But what I can absolutely tell you is this: that yes, he did go to the FBI. That much is true. He made an FBI report to this effect, and what happened a week later? That's why if you ever see me in my video where I confront Governor Murphy at the Carteret at the Freeholder Reorganization meeting, it's the county one. Director Rios, he's from Carteret. That's why I started bashing Rios, because I'm saying you're giving township jobs to sexual assault victims to silence them. I'm talking about Pedro the firefighter, because 1 week after went to the FBI, he was given a firefighter job, and all of a sudden they just he recanted his story. But I mean, if you make reports like that, you can FOIA request it at the FBI. You should be able to FOIA. Like when I do an Oprah locally, I think with them it's FOIA.
Mm-hmm. Yep, with federal it's FOIA. Yep.
Yeah.
And then there's this. Oh, and then it was when I was at the Black Lives Matter. And now this is also another incident in the newspaper. And I don't have my part of the footage from, because what you got to understand, where it stops, off Ryman, the councilman, and all those people. Got also a clip of that. But also, it stops there. We were protesting out in front of Mayor Ryman's house, and before that, this one girl came to me and she says, "I've seen your video. I saw Mayor Ryman, because one time Mayor Ryman, he threatened to stick it in my ass, but he was just being an asshole. I don't think he meant it sexually. I think he was just, just because he's also an asshole too. He's a big time. But this girl, she came up to me and she said something like very, very sick. I have to go back in my video because there's one time where it's me and her. Hey, you see the protesters going, but then there's a second time where it's in front of Mayor Ryman's house, and I got them to go. They were at the corner, but I gave my megaphone to the guy that they were listening to, and I said, "Look, man, use your megaphone and tell them that that's the mayor's house. We got to go in front of the mayor's house." He did that. We went in front of the mayor's house, and there's video on NJ.com as he's walking through, and he's like, you see him going like this with the protesters. The girl accuses him of something, and he turns around and accuses the girl of being a drug addict, and that made it on the that's the recent one that he made it. Oh, actually, mine's recent where he attacked me. That was like 2 days, but before that was the most recent one. That was the most recent one. And I mean, Ryman's a creep. I'm gonna hit him even harder now because what he did in the BOE thing. I wasn't gonna win anyways, but just to character assassinate me to that level, I mean,
he's running for Board of Education. That's what he means by BOE. Everyone.
I mean, I knew it was gonna happen. I guess you can say I was asking for it because you can't just keep on going and just fucking with these people because you're also fucking with their money and not expect them at some point to with Ryman, there's other mayors that you can go after them for years and they don't call like that. But Ryman's a special piece of shit. He's
he calls in to like the public meetings and he acts like he changes his voice or has friends like that. I was just telling them about that. This dude came on and tried to do character assassination by reading off some old police reports on Jersey Watcher.
I'm making a blonde beer.
He called in with a fucked up name too, and they just allowed it to come on.
And that's where you're not, because the name's supposed to be real, and obviously they knew it wasn't Christo, and that saying Christo meth. If it was me calling and saying like Hunt, like I did the one time, then
they did wordplay. They did wordplay with his name. They said Christo Meth is calling in, and they just allowed it. Hey, it's Christo Meth, and that's how they adjourned the meeting. After that, they let that dude character assassinate Christo, who you're watching here, Jersey Watcher. They let them assassinate Christo, and then they ended the meeting on
I
that.
hate seeing that. They treat people like second-class citizens for exercising and asserting their rights.
Well, they were extra upset because it wasn't just Ronco and Christo on there. It was me too, and I was calling in pretty much doing my Howard Stern type of prank call where I was...
It was less of, bro, I believe that shit. Because when I say, oh my God, you didn't laugh.
Yeah.
Make it.
One of those people are touching kids on that freaking cabinet. When there's power involved, one of those people are touching kids. One of those people in that fucking conference is involved in child fucking sex, dude. And I was saying that, I mean, allegedly by me, my opinion, just so we can get it straight. No slander.
Thank you.
Yep, no slander.
I was just about to. I was just about to say, like, no, I do believe that this kind of stuff does go on within the government. WolfyGladly's comments and opinions are not the thoughts and opinions.
I was having fun with them because they kept on talking about $224,000 just for Chromebooks, right? So I'm like, if they're at, and they were talking about a lot of money in different areas, and just for Chromebooks, $224,000, right? So there's no way they're spending all that $224,000 on Chromebooks. I know that for a damn fact, right? No way. No way they're buying $224,000 worth of Chromebooks for their one school system, right? If I guess from middle school to high school, and when you talk about that's just for that, then I started thinking, where the fuck is this money going to, right? You know, and that's where I said that's going to be my question. I'm gonna.
That's why you mentioned the Chromebooks. I didn't even.
I feel like there's like, you know, child sex ringer, and the money from the COVID grant for Chromebooks is going towards other fucking mischievous things. It's pretty much what I said.
Specifically said sex trafficking. Sex trafficking. So.
Oh, and then they were like, anything else? And I was like, oh yeah, that other caller, I believe his name was Christo. He made some great points, and I think that you guys should hold a private meeting together and discuss the points that he made and correct some of the things that you guys are doing. And that was it.
That's awesome.
That pissed them off because they hate me. You don't understand. To the last year it was even worse. They put out a kit. Like me, they just slandered the shit out of me. Last year, they put out a guy's police report on everyone's car and mailed it to the whole town, which is easily over $5,000 each time. I don't know, why would they? First of all, it was just a stupid. We shoplifted, I guess, $50 at Sears worth of stuff, but at the same time, you could have just made a YouTube video for nothing. Who has $10,000 fucking dollars? And even when they did the racist flyers, they spent $5,000 on the stamps, and that was admitted. And it's like, you people just throw away money like that, like fucking.
Yeah, that's, you know, and you gotta understand a lot of these people. They don't. Everybody has a different idea of what's a lot of money. 10 grand for them isn't nothing. You know, they've been scamming people for so long that's just the cost of business, you know.
But hey, we do suffer from it.
Cristo, it was cool to meet you.
We suffer.
Cool to meet you, Cristo, and thanks for having me on, GA. Wolfie, I gotta show you. I'll text you, Wolfie.
Yeah, I'm not far. I'm not actually too much further behind you, man. I'm probably gonna be wrapping it up here myself, so I can get back to my spot. Relax.
All right, well,
thanks for coming on. Like I said, saved me from myself.
Oh yeah.
I can't believe you rhyming pulled this shit again, man. What are you gonna do?
What's up?
I didn't hear what he said.
Well, I can't believe that rhyme and that man he pulled something like this again. I guess I'm a little bit off and impressed by it, but I don't even care because I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna hit him 10 times fucking harder, and the people who know me, they know who I really am, and they won't believe it. But people are sheep, and they believe anything that you see what I'm saying, and.
Yeah, Wrights Crispy just shared something today that had me laughing. It was this whole thing. It was a picture of a guy and went into all this stuff about CV-19 and a vaccine, and then trying to track people. And then at the bottom, it says, "None of this is true. Stop getting your news from memes and calling it research and stuff like that."
Mm-hmm.
Dead on.
You ever see that T-shirt, GA? That T-shirt from High Impact Flicks where it says the evolution of sheep, and it shows like a human walking, looking at a cell phone, and then that human walking, looking at a cell phone, like in like 8 or 10 different shapes and images, turns into a sheep. Actually, Just sitting there eating grass.
He's got some pretty crazy shirts that he puts up.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So, hey, well, Jersey Watcher, thanks for coming on. I don't normally do this on my channel too often, so like I said, thank you guys for saving me from myself, because it's literally all I was doing was watching my own videos and commentating. But
if you want, I can let you guys know ahead of advance for Zoom meetings. I mean, we can just keep Zoom bombing these. But there's always meetings going on out here, man.
There's fucking Zoom meetings, dude. Public meetings on Zoom. You could fucking bomb them and make a video out of that shit.
Yeah, it's awesome, man.
yeah, they're all doing it on Zoom now. So I know my city is too, and yeah,
They're played on YouTube. They have a YouTube channel in your city, right?
they do it through Facebook. The sheriff actually messes with YouTube, but he posts most of the stuff to his Facebook. Every once in a while, he'll put something on the YouTube too. But the news usually, when they're at those press conferences and stuff, they already put it up. Like the whole.
This place fucking puts it up. Like today was like a fucking shit show. It was great. It was pretty fucking weird. In that room.
Me, and they're like, "What was that guy talking about the email with the sex trafficking?"
The other dude was like, "I would like to thank you for like bouncing people out of the room for expressing their freedom of speech and shit."
That pissed me off. I know that's the exact moment he picked up the damn phone, because he told me, I'm with my wife now. I'm not doing nothing." The moment he hears shit like that, like a flip switches and he's on that shit, he's got to let him know, look, this is the law. He was a Marine.
Right. Yo, I'm gonna call you. Because obviously I think GA wants to get out of here and get some rest. I'm gonna call you.
I didn't know. Yeah,
No, you guys aren't holding me up. I'm shutting it down like probably here now that you said that. So, but I'll let you guys converse in your phone conversation. Again, thank you guys for saving me from myself. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
And we'll see you again, Jersey Watcher. Wolfie, we'll be talking.
Yes, sir. Later.
All right. Everybody in the chat, thanks for coming in, and we'll see y'all soon.
See you, everybody.
Good night, everybody.